And what many feared is now actually happening. Major companies that have moved employees out of our area took the money that they give to nonprofits with them. It's left United Way of Roanoke Valley $1 million short in donations, and it could mean 13,000 people lose services they depend upon. In a story you'll see first on WSLS 10, Jenna Zibton talks with a nonprofit about the need.
150 children come to the Boys and Girls Club every day after school. For just $15 a year, they get access to tutors, programs on character building, and healthy lifestyles. A large portion of the organization's grant funding, $47,000, comes from United Way of Roanoke Valley, but that money may not be there this year.
That would be a staff loss for us of 5 to 10 of our part-time after-school staff. It would greatly impact each individual student that we serve here.
The United Way distributes about $2.8 million a year to 56 local programs like Arch to help veterans get back on their feet, Preschool at Greenvale, and Rise to help homeless children. Right now, United Way is so far behind in donations. If they gave out grants today, they would have less than $1 million to give. Most programs would lose at least half of their grants, and 17 programs would lose all funding.
This is our youth. These are people that are employable, that we need to help so that we can raise our bar and make our community healthy.
Board Chair Susan Campbell says this has been one of the hardest years in her decades with the nonprofit. The United Way's lost $900,000 in the last few years since major companies moved employees out of the area, taking big corporate donations with them.
We're dealing with a new normal now. Those companies are never going to come back to Roanoke with the same measure of presence that they had. But we have to adjust and shift.
United Way President and CEO Afida DeVries says if they can't make up the donations, there will be 13,000 people who will need help and may not find it, including 1,200 children not having preschool or out-of-school care, and 900 senior citizens not having proper medical care or a visit with a meal.
This is serious. It's important for the rest of the community, though, to not throw up its hands and say, oh, well, there's nothing we can do about that. It's important for the rest of us to recognize our responsibility in stepping up.
Providing money for thousands of our neighbors who rely on services every day.
It really has a trickle-down effect when you start to talk about affecting one in particular agency, because we all work so closely together, and the United Way funding is a huge part of that.
The United Way is hoping to raise $500,000 by the end of May in a new campaign called It Takes the Valley. You can donate online starting Monday. Now, even with the campaign, they know they're going to be short more than $1 million and are letting organizations know to expect less money. Jenna Zibton, WSLS 10.